Join me as I dive deep into the mystery of Filipino DNA and I uncover the real origins behind it all. The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands in Southeast Asia, is home to a people as diverse as the lands they inhabit. The concept of Filipino DNA is complex, intertwined with centuries of history, migration, and cultural exchange. Understanding the origins of Filipino DNA isn't just about tracing ancestry. It's about uncovering the very fabric of national identity. Many of us might think of Filipino ancestry in simple terms, a mix of Malay, Spanish, and Chinese, perhaps with a dash of American influence. But this narrative is far too simplistic. The story of Filipino DNA is often muddled by misconceptions, such as the idea that Filipinos are merely a blend of a few dominant cultures. The truth is, Filipino heritage is a mosaic, with pieces from various parts of Asia, as well as from Europe and even the Pacific Islands. We've all heard stories of Tondo, the ancient city by the Pasig River, said to be inhabited by indigenous peoples long before foreign ships arrived on the horizon. These stories are crucial, as they highlight the existence of native groups whose DNA still courses through the veins of modern Filipinos. Yet, the narrative often glosses over the complexity of pre-colonial Philippines, where numerous ethnic groups lived across the islands. Another misconception is the notion that Filipino DNA was significantly altered only by Spanish colonization. While it's true that the Spanish left a genetic mark, especially in the north, their influence was not uniform across the archipelago. The southern regions, for instance, were less influenced by Spanish genetics, retaining more of their indigenous and Islamic heritage. The influences on Filipino DNA are as varied as they are ancient. Indigenous groups like the Tagalog, Cebuano, and Ilocano have distinct genetic markers that reflect their separate histories and migrations. Then there are the migrations, from Austronesians who populated the islands thousands of years ago, to more recent arrivals like the Chinese, Malays, and Spaniards. Each of these groups brought with them their genes, which over time blended into the Filipino gene pool. Colonial histories also played a significant role in shaping Filipino DNA. The Spanish brought not just their language and culture, but also their people, intermarrying with locals and leaving a lasting genetic legacy. The Chinese, who arrived as traders and immigrants, contributed to the genetic makeup, particularly in urban areas. And let's not forget the Americans, whose influence, though more recent, is still evident. Recent genetic studies have shed light on the unique composition of Filipino DNA. One of the most compelling findings is the significant genetic diversity